Ryan Lavoie here at the Panini Senior Bowl, and I've got a very special guest with me right now. It is Keyron Crawford, of course, the hometown Auburn Tigers. Keyron, the time is greatly appreciated today. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Early in the morning, ready, excited, and get ready for the interview.
Absolutely. So there's a lot going on, of course, this week. This is just the very beginning of it. So before we get to this week, I want to take us back to this season, Keyron, and your time here or on the Plains, and obviously 2 years in Auburn, and this year, again, a year that stood out for you, again, really produced on the field. What stood out to you, the difference from year one on the Plains to year two at Auburn?
It was just more, I was more comfortable. I was more attentive, and I knew my role on what I had to bring to 2025 year. I knew I had to be a leader. I knew I had to step up in different ways, and I knew I was going to be a face that many of our younger guys looked at. So I knew I had to take the weight on their shoulders as many other leaders that we had on the team. So I knew my role, and I knew I had to step up.
I know the team's success did not necessarily go the way you guys intended this season, but a lot of trials and tribulations that can maybe lead you to growing as you go to the next level. What can you take from maybe these trials and things not going perfectly at Auburn that can help you grow and develop into the next level?
Just never lose sight of the bigger picture and on what it is, because you can't lose yourself just because of loss. You gotta find yourself again and create yourself and just come out 10 times harder next week.
Tell me a little bit about Vontrell King-Williams, obviously coaching you and a really great group of guys up front and being retained on this Auburn staff.
Yeah.
What is that relationship with him like, and just can you describe him a little bit as a coach?
He's a great coach. I was on the phone with him yesterday. As a matter of fact, for 30 minutes we was just talking it up, and we was just talking about my process in LA, training with Proactive, and then just getting down here, getting adjusted, and just getting ready just to handle adversity, because it's not easy what we're going through. So I'm just ready to handle adversity, and he got my back all 110%.
So let's talk a little bit about this week. Obviously, it's early in the week. What have you heard about this Senior Bowl? What are you kind of looking forward to about this week?
I just heard it's going to be pretty busy. Your schedule's going to be packed up, and you're just going to have to get adjusted and move quickly as possible, and be attentive and pay attention, and just take accountability and the opportunity that's presented itself.
So when talking to scouts early on in the process, again, I know it's still pretty early on in the process, still got a few months to the draft, what has been some initial feedback about maybe a strength in your game, and then about a weakness, something that they're looking to see out of you in the coming weeks and months?
I got my own opinion in that. I really don't know. I really don't know where really they have to say and what they think about my game. But I feel like I'm fast, twitchy, quick, plays with an edge, aggressive. Don't go for anything. I'm that type of player, and I want to bring that just my whole entire career.
And that kind of edge and again, ability that you've shown at Auburn and through your entire college career, again, what about that do you believe will translate to the next level and translate into being a guy that we're talking about that has a long and productive NFL career?
All of it.
All of it.
All of
Heck
it.
Yeah.
It won't change a bit. I'm going to stay true to who I am.
This is Auburn, of course, defensive end edge rusher Keyron Crawford with us today. A couple more for you, Keyron, before we get you out of here. Obviously, Auburn, you got Jeremiah Wright, your teammate down here this week. Keldrick Falk was once supposed to be a part of it, now will not. But just talk about your experience with some of your teammates on that front at Auburn, like Keldrick, who, again, certainly getting a draft buzz himself. Just how did you guys make each other better, I guess, in that room?
I love Keldrick. Keldrick's like a brother to me. As many as the other guys that was in the back end, linebackers, all of them know the role and the position that we stand at. We got a very tight relationship, and we're very close. So we all helped each other in any type of way, if it was on the field, off the field. So we always had each other's back no matter what. If I knew that they were slacking at something, or if they knew I was slacking at something and they need to take accountability, or I need to take accountability with something, it was always that role. So we never tried to look each other down. We always tried to bring each other up, no matter if he was getting more success than I was, or if I'm getting more success than he is. It was always a pat on the back.
Awesome. And finally, Keyron, this week is a successful week in your eyes if what happens? If you do what?
Take accountability.
This is Auburn's Keyron Crawford with us here today at the Panini Senior Bowl. Keyron, certainly appreciate the time. All the best throughout the draft process and at the next level. We've certainly enjoyed watching you play at Auburn, and all the best to you, War Eagle.
War Eagle.
That is Auburn's Keyron Crawford with us at the Panini Senior Bowl.